What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB. Once again, big shout out to my doggy. Wild Camping Seamus for coming through and boosting up the coin. Bash. So, Tyson, Fury, has broken his silence. Really, when did he fight? Was it May, was it? No, it couldn't have been May. No, it couldn't have been May. I'm thinking about the one before that. December. We haven't heard a bean from him. We've had little moody Instagram videos and whatnot, but this is the first time I've seen him publicly. Can you believe it's been, over 6 months, 6.5 months? It's like, where's the time going? Feels like the other day that fight was on. Scary how it all merges into one. Anyway, he's broken his silence. He's made a clown of himself. Let's get straight to the bars. Here we go.
Have you got any feeling sort of in retirement now? Is there anything that tells you know what, give it a few months and I may make the return to the sport? Or right now, as you feel, it's done and dusted?
What would I be coming back for?
Don't know, the love of the sport. Obviously, you've made enough money, you've achieved everything there is to kind of achieve. You've won every belt.
Yeah, so yeah, there's not much to come back for, is there? Oh, does the love of the sport overthrow my health?
No, absolutely not.
There you go then. So I think you've answered your own question there, Mush.
You worry about that, Tyson?
What's that?
You worry about it?
You got to worry about your health, because your health is your wealth.
No, we see, obviously...
So, that wasn't the part where he makes a clown of himself, but that's coming up in a second. This bit here is insightful though. Yeah, there's only one fight for him at this point, and it's AJ. So it begs the question, most people have I got AJ winning that fight, I'm gonna lie. AJ's a massive underdog at the bookies. I think it's 3 or 4 to 1 under. I got AJ all day and night. AJ looked bad, he got plastered, he got Van Gogh'd all over the ring by Maximus Danelius. At the same time though, I got to back Johnston. Man. I'm not convinced. Fury can't punch. His chin's no good. Can he box a bit? I've been saying this for 10 years, but if AJ walks into him, I don't think Fury can knock him out. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. I've been wrong before. With Ben Davison like this, if AJ comes in, with his hand stuck here and just walks onto him, Fury's legs will go after about 5 rounds. He's been in Benidorm, right? He's been in Benidorm is where he's been. He's been in Benidorm. He's got the Moody Yippo liquor flowing, a barrel of it. Whenever Fury flies out to Benidorm to visit his villa, he's got a barrel of Moody Yippo liquor just posted there on tap. That's what he's got. Not to mention the powder enhancements, the marching powder, the Chang, El Kinahan, El Menchitos, El Chapitos. You best believe it, man. You can't come in there with Johnston of all of them added minerals, alright? Anyway, the point is, I don't want to sound hypocritical here, yeah? When we see a fighter's finished, we say, oh, he's finished, he shouldn't box again. Oh, when a fighter knows he's finished, he should not fight and take the piss out of the fans. But now Fury's sitting there saying, my brain's shot to bits. He knows. That's why he came in the ring with a big beard. Yeah, Usyk can't punch. That first fight did traumatise Tyson Fury, and we're seeing the result of that even now, and even in the second fight. But the fact is, he's been traumatised by Usyk, a man who can't punch. Who was the last guy Usyk legitimately knocked down? You can't. I don't even count Dubois. Dubois quit. That's not taken away from Usyk, but it wasn't a neurological. A knockdown is when you pop someone and their legs go. Dubois just didn't have the bottle in that fight. He wasn't actually neurologically compromised from that jab. He gave up. Yeah, Usyk can't punch. That's well documented. Who's he ever punched up? Tony Bellew. I think that's as far as you have to go back. Tony Bellew. Cruiserweight. He ain't punched. Who's he punched up at heavyweight? No one. Fury's the only one. So Fury's seen the facts of the situation. A man who can't punch. He couldn't punch at cruiserweight like that. A man who can't punch at cruiserweight who's 40 years old almost knocked me out. And he come in the rematch with a big beard on. And Sugar Hill was like, come on, Tice, have a go. And Tice was like, he has lost a step. He's lost a step. He ain't the same guy. And he's telling you that. Yeah? A few years ago, Fury would have said, oh, not a man born. Oh. Yeah, huffing and puffing about how good his chin is. Now he's saying, well, I've got to worry about my health. which I believe he was already doing before the Usyk rematch, hence the beard. Yeah? The only sad thing is that he's even worrying about his health with AJ. That's a massive fight. Yeah, a massive fight. And if you think you walk over AJ, why would your health come into it? Unless he knows something we don't. We know his legs are shot. We know his chops is... And again, AJ, you have to respect AJ. I have to be honest here. You do have to give him some respect, Johnston. He rolled the dice with Dubois, and he wants the Fury fight. Yeah? AJ's not the best fighter of all time, but he's never... I don't care what no one says. The Wilder fans and the Fury fans, AJ wanted that fight. I can't... Name me a fight that didn't happen. Name me a fight that didn't happen with AJ. Name me a fight that didn't happen otherwise. He fought Usyk for peanuts, relatively. You're telling me he was prepared to fight a cruiserweight, a tricky cruiserweight, but he wouldn't have fought Fury for all the marbles or Wilder. Don't get realistic here. That's stupid. And AJ's the one who's... Fury's never been comatose before. AJ has, and he's still begging for it. So the trend is here. We have to give... I think that's what Fury don't want. Fury don't want to get comatose. He don't want that for his legacy. Is it honourable? I don't tend to think so, if I'm honest. The Warriors Code. Yeah. If it's your day to get plastered by Anthony Johnston, then you should oblige the gods. That's what my base case is. You've made enough money, man. Now the argument, what happens if you end up brain dead? I mean, yeah, what's Fury got? 200, 300, 400 mil in the bank? You don't need to do it, do you? But it would be nice, no? For old time's sake. It's only the AJ fight. No one's telling you to get in there with Joseph Parker or Ajit Ayamad Kabayel or Maximus Danelius Dubois with just Johnston, man. That's a fair fight. No one's going to get hurt in there. Who's AJ hurt? Right? Who's he really hurt? Recently? Or at all? At the same time, do you want to get... Come on, man. Just go in there on your back foot and shit yourself. If Fury goes in there on his back foot, he ain't got no legs though, has he? So he won't be able to do that. But you get the point. It's quite sad to see it that he's now questioning his own mortality. It's possibly a mature opinion to have. His legs have gone. His chin has gone. He's no good. At the same time, I'd like to see... We're always people critique Ali. But that's what made him great. The thing about Ali is he went on a little bit too long. No one's saying we want to see Fury in there. Like, if I saw signs that, yeah, his chin's gone, but a good type of gone, an exciting type of gone. He's not actually... There's fighters before we've watched who they get touched with anything and they just jump on the floor because they really are that finished. Yeah, he's not at that stage. For me, it's not at a stage where I'd say, yeah, don't do the AJ fight because you're looking... You look at Wilder. Yeah, look how bad Wilder looks against bums. Fury didn't look as bad as that. Fury was competitive with Usyk. He won maybe four and a half rounds or such against Usyk in the rematch. He was competitive with the fast and the best heavyweight right now. Why not? I think it comes down to the British nature of it. Fury don't want to lose to a Brit. He don't want to lose to Johnston. But it will be a travesty if that fight never happens, I'll say that. Your health ain't that bad, bro. Obviously, he's his own man and he has to make his own choice, but it's a bit... You ducked AJ... What year was it? 2019. Since you come back, really, you ducked him. You and Wild have been ducking him. And the amount of coin you've made, it wouldn't hurt you. Even a one and done. Yeah, no rematch clause, I'm just doing one. Because you stiff plumber from Watford... are getting it. Just one. I think Fury he probably realises if I fight AJ, I'll be completely irrelevant. This could be an angle that Fury's going to think, well, if I don't fight AJ for the next 5-6 years, I'll be relevant because people will be asking me. Well, how old is he? 36. They won't be asking you for that long. Maybe you get another 3-4 years out of it. Once it gets past 40, no one's going to care what you're doing. So... yeah, anyway, there's some more bars here. This is where Fury makes a clown of himself.
Fighters all the time. Later on in life, it catches up with them a little. That's something
we'll find out, won't we? It's inevitable, I believe, from the fights I've had.
Tyson, you're getting frustrated by people keep saying, are you going to come back? When are you coming back? Everyone in the sport's still talking about you and when you're fighting.
Sure, it just shows you how fucking relevant I am in the game and how hungry they are for Achilles to come back. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy. I've won everything I've had to do. Listen, my last fight was a clear fucking victory for the Gypsy King. Anyone in boxing can see that. A complete load of dog shit, yeah? Political, whatever you want to call it, and everything did an interview, just left the ring. As soon as that thing was announced, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But I accept it, I'm a man, I don't make excuses. On with the next thing. Got paid, got laid, got out there, happy days. Went home to my family, and now I'm happy, you know. I'm at home in Morecambe, I train twice a day, I go out, I can have a beer when I want, I go eat what I want, I stay out late, I can do what the fuck I want. You know why? Because I've earned the right to.
Tyson, what's been the most enjoyable pastime in retirement? What's the most enjoyable thing for you?
Training's always me.
Alright, so there you heard it. There's another Usyk part which I'll play in a second. Oh, I got robbed. Is he really that? These guys who have big egos, he really might be that bitter. I think if he'd have won the fight with Usyk, he probably would fight AJ. But he's threw his toys. Oh, I'm taking my ball home now. And he even said there as well, oh yeah, I'm still the Achilles, they're begging me to come back. That's why he's not doing the AJ fight. He wants people saying, oh Tyson, when you coming back? Even that, it was a Glazer here, some Glazer was like, oh Tyson, do you not like it when people keep asking you to come back? Oh, you must feel... Yeah, hanging out the back of Tyson. That's why I could never do that job, man. Could never. That's how you have to be. You have to be sitting there bootlicking and trying to, yeah, popping his chin, licking his balloon out for the access. That's crazy. Because the things he's saying there are diabolical. Everyone saw it. It was a rock, bro. No one thinks that. And I was backing you, particularly in the first fight. Did I back you in the second fight? I don't think I think I actually went with Usyk in the second fight. To be honest, I think I bottled my bet though after 6 in the end. But still, you didn't win that fight. If you did, I'd tell you that. I'd just say you got robbed. I would say that. I've got no. I'm not like I'm a Usyk bisexual. I'm like, oh, Usyk's the best ever. I'd prefer it if you'd have won. I said that at the time. Usyk's the right man won, but still, you got punched up, man. You didn't want to pull the trigger, and you are. To be fair to you, you are finished. You couldn't pull the trigger with a 200-pounder. You couldn't storm the beach in Normandy, and that is what's required. At the same time, for personal reasons, for selfish reasons, it's good for me if you get back in there. You get some brain cells. I get a few shekels. I get to slag your performance off. I get to talk about how stiff, no-legged, and useless you are. But it is interesting. That's the thing. You should want it. You should want to have a go on AJ. I think AJ getting plastered, that probably don't do well. That's another thing Fury will be weighing up. He'll be thinking, well, if I go in there and go life and death with AJ and win, it makes me look really bad, given what Dubois just done. So there's a multitude of factors here. Fury's probably thinking, it's a lose-lose. But then again, Fury's always done that. If AJ had to beat Dubois, Fury would be thinking, oh, that's a tough fight. He wouldn't say. That's been the trend over the last 10 years or whatever. There's always some reason he didn't want to fight AJ. Oh, I need to get a belt first, so the negotiations are more equal. He fights Wilder 10 times. What was it after that? 2020, he comes on Instagram. Yeah, big shout out to Dan the Man Kokahan. That's what he said. Oh, Dan the Man Kokahan has put this fight together, the biggest fight of all time. And it flopped. Yeah? It flopped, is what it did. So he's always been playing with it. AJ's never played with it. Fury won it, people, don't forget this. Before his turbulency came and blessed the game, Fury was ducking Usyk. So all these weird Fury and Wilder homosexuals who can't see the facts, yeah? Oh no, Fury would never duck AJ. He was ducking Usyk. Yeah? That's what he was doing. He was ducking Usyk until Turkey came and just threw money at the problem. That fight never would have happened either. AJ fought Usyk before the big Turkey money. AJ was still getting paid, but it was no extraordinary amount. He took that fight straight up. People were saying to him at the time, I thought he was going to beat Usyk, so I wasn't saying it. People were saying, oh, drop the belt and just... He took the fight. So AJ, you man can't play with me like that. I'm not, listen, you know I'm not AJ's biggest fan. But he will fight anyone. He will. Yeah? No, he won't fight Caballero. He don't want Caballero. That's not right for him. Yeah? Any fight that's right. When he was champion, he'd have fought Caballero. For sure. Would Fury have? I'm trying to think now. What's Fury doing? What legitimate defences has he had? Okay, Dillian White. Mr. Ankle. Oh, you hit me and I twist my ankle. Mr. Twist Ankle. Okay, you did fight Mr. Twist Ankle. You did fight Mr. Oh, I twisted my ankle when you hit me, to be fair to Fury. But that fight was stinking the place out. It was a real bad fight. Fury saved it with a knockout. Was it scripted? Dillian just comes in like this, put his chops in the air, and Fury can't punch, so it's all a bit mad. It was stinking for 6-7 rounds, and then Fury hit him once and he's out like a light, and his ankle's gone. He's gone over on his ankle, Anyway, we got one more clip here for the masses. Bash.
Will you be there at Usyk the Bar?
I've not been attending any boxing fights. This is the first one I've gone to in a long time.
What do you think wins that fight?
I don't know. Dubois is very young, ambitious, big, strong man, and Usyk's very experienced. But again, he's coming off of two fights for me, which is debatable whether he won them or not. Which he didn't win them, but he got the decision, which is all that matters. He's 38 years old. You know, if I was going to come back, I'd come back for Usyk. But I want a fair result in England.
Would he be the only fighter that you'd come back for?
That would be the one I want immediately. That would be the most fight that I'd want next.
In England? Thank you, everyone.
In England, for sure.
Appreciate it.
I only want a fucking fair fight. I don't want any favours. I want a fair fight and a fair result, which I believe and I know I didn't.
How did you score that second fight?
I fucking thought I won it by 5 rounds. I've watched it literally 250 times. And each way, I never ever see it as a way for him to win. But I know they can do what they want. If they say it's fucking Tuesday, it's Tuesday. I've always said I never give a fuck about anybody's opinion until it fucked up my fucking life.
Alright then. I'm only coming back for Usyk, but I want a fair fight in the UK. Well, there's loads of robberies in the UK, to tell the truth. So that I don't know what this big fascination is with the UK. That don't make it. It's the judges, and even then, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even like that. I couldn't even say it was a draw. You know, I couldn't even sit there and tell you it was a draw. It wasn't. You lost. Yeah, if you'd have won, it wouldn't have been the right decision. If you'd have got a draw, it wouldn't have been the right decision. But I think then again, Usyk did come out recently. Usyk did come out and said, let's see if I can find it. Usyk said, oh yeah, obviously he's back chasing. He sacked his manager off. He sent Krasic's on the front lines now. That's where Usyk sent him to. Yeah. Usyk took his work visa away, his exemption work visa, and Krasic's on the front line, the cannon fodder for the Vladimir Putin versus Vladimir Zelensky. Yeah. Meat grinder. And that's where he's on now. So let's say some prayers for Krasic, man. He's going through it. Yeah. His exemption visa got declined. Usyk pulled it from him. He's gearing up right now. That's what he's doing. Anyway, Usyk, I want Fury, Trill OG. Here we go. Look, Alexander Usyk has publicly stated his desire for a trilogy fight with Tyson Fury. So, why does Usyk want that? Well, he wouldn't mind the AJ fight either, but that's irrelevant now because Dubois plastered him. But Dubois done in some serious harm, so he's kind of damaged goods. The Fury situation, Fury hasn't damaged his. He don't fight no one. He hasn't taken a risk to fight Dubois, but all in all, you can't lie at this point, rightly or wrongly, on paper, Fury still is. If you had to fight someone, I'd probably go with Fury in terms of name recognition, because AJ's just recently lost and hasn't come back, and is unlikely to come back. At the same time, listen, Fury's a big fight for anyone. You know what Turkey's like. If Turkey likes the trilogy, he'll do it. It's not the fight I want to see, though. If Usyk beats Dubois, I do not want to see Fury versus Usyk 3. Absolutely not even close. If the heavyweight division was dead and the next best guy was like Chisora, then maybe. Even then, I wouldn't mind seeing Chisora have a go. I think it would look ugly. It could be a long night for Chisora, but at least I know Chisora is going to come and have a go. What's Fury going to do? You've had 24 rounds and you never come and have a go. Oh, he's going to screw his head on this time and have a go. At the same time, he's saying he don't want brain damage. The two don't go in. If you're thinking about your head, the minute you start thinking about your brain as such, you are finished. Once that's in your back of your mind. 10 years ago, Fury would never have thought about my brain and whatnot. Now he's worrying about his head getting shook, and I'm not saying it's the wrong thing to think, but come on, bro. What are you gonna do with Usyk this time? Yeah, what you can do is different. You can do nothing. What you can do? You can't even say, is he looking for a payday? But that wouldn't even necessarily make sense. If it was just a payday, he'd fight AJ and actually have a much better chance of winning. Maybe he's just LARPing and kicking a fuss up. Oh, yeah, I'll have him in UK. I'll have him when it's fair. I'll give it to him right now. If Usyk sent a contract, I would not be shocked if Fury declined. Can his ego take 3 straight losses? I don't think so. Anyway. And I think his mindset as well, the fact he thinks he won. He thought he won the first fight. He thought he got robbed then. And even after that first fight, he had the wrong mentality. He was saying things like, well, I had a split decision. Oh, one judge had me winning, so... something like that. Yeah, one judge had me winning, so all I got to do is win another round, and I've won. It don't work like that, man. Those events are independent. Yeah, you can have a close fight in the first fight, which it wasn't. I thought the first fight was more dominant for Usyk, but you can have the point is, you could have a split decision in the first fight, and it bears no impact on the rematch at all. Not one bit. You can't do it where it's not like you've banked 4 rounds from the first fight. Well, I've already won 4 rounds in the first fight, so I've only got to win 2 more rounds or 3 more rounds in the next fight. This guy. But that mentality of, I just need to nick 1 more round, it's the wrong mentality. The right mentality is, you see you pumped up, gap tooth, Plumbington from the Ukraine, you're getting it from round 1. I'm coming out there like Ahmed, I am proper hard. Golovkin, and I'm on your ass. But he ain't gonna do that, man. He just talking now. I'm not even sure he'll come back at all now. I think if we get to the end of 26 and nothing's been done, then he won't come back, because he'll be like 40 then. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this. Some people stop it. Bye.